Why do we have to get married? Why do we have to have kids? Why do we have to do the whole thing? What's going to happen if we don't? A friend of mine said she asked these very questions to her ex years ago when they were dating. He said, because if we don't, we'll be left out of everything that's happening in mainstream society. And at some point, we will become irrelevant and nobody will consider us part of their tribe. She responds by asking, do you think that's a convincing enough reason to stick to the mainstream structure? He says, I don't even know what other way exists. I'm not drunk enough for this. So you make some choices that basically stay with you lifelong, some that even affect other individuals in a way they didn't have a say in, choices that you really may not even have wanted to make in the first place, all because you did not know how to not make the choices you didn't want to make in the first place. The problem is too intricate to be that simple. Because look at the reasoning behind it. When you say they won't consider you as a part of their tribe, you know what you're actually saying? That they won't consider you as a part of their tribe unless you do what they think you should do, regardless of what you actually want to do. Why do they think that? Because they did that. Why did they do that? Because someone else told them that they should. It's not even my way or the highway. It's ultimately someone else I've never met's way or the highway. Highway should be more like highway to deal with all this. At some point, you gotta ask, what does it mean to be a part of a tribe this way? It's like you're putting up a performance as a collective where the audience is that collective itself. The ticket price is your individual identities. You're paying the void with your life to be part of a performance you're putting up for yourself, almost method acting your way through your entire life, never coming out of character. If you choose not to pay for a ticket and avoid the performance, you meet the henchman, guilt, and the fear of loneliness. You do hear stories about the village showing up to help, families rallying together to support one of their own, etc. And all that's great. But if that helping hand for someone in need is contingent on you living your life the way they think you should live and would be ignored otherwise, that's more like a prize you win for rule following, like a positive reinforcement. If they would help you regardless, then it should not matter whether the choices you make without harming another person has their approval or not, which we know, unfortunately, is not the case. People who made those mainstream choices and are happy with it, I'm very, very happy for you. But free will is free will when no choice has consequences. Can we say the same about the social outlook towards someone child free by choice? No. When do we get to a point where we don't have to divide society by mainstream versus alternate and switch to the choices you made and all others that you didn't? All we got to do is probably one simple thing: think why we do things the way we do. Be gentle with yourself.